Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game, and you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. To get us started now, the kicker Chris Boswell, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium.
This fielded right at the goal line, and he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. They'll start on the ground with Swift. Up to the 20.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second and 7 from the 20.
Buffalo 18. 79 Broncos.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
Ready.
To throw is RG3.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
2 yards on the pickup there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Cooks motions to the left. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it.
And that will be incomplete.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. On the return, Hester. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Bronco 80. Street. Ready.
They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
2nd down, another carry for Jackson. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 3rd down, Vic. That is caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Vic now from the 50. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 36.
Count to 60. Count to 60.
It'll be Vic once more.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first.
Oh, Vic's throw intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry.
And the Colts are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Griffin.
He'll get this off to Swift.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling the back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Griffin.
And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 3rd and 1.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. Well, we just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too. Not much happening offensively here early on. That's 2 drives and 0 first downs. This defense, they come to play, and they're the better of the 2 units here so far.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and throw for it with Griffin.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
First carry here for Kenneth Walker III.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Okay, ready?
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 4.
In motion left goes a tight end. Quick throw into the hands of Hopkins out wide. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Ready?
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Here's Griffin to throw.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, It's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed, but that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
Hopkins, the man in motion right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins from 8 yards out.
And the Colts post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Now Cade York for the extra point.
And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score Colts 7, Cowboys 0. Cade York to kick off.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This taken in at the goal line.
Oh, good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time I look at repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's a throw out line complete to his running back right side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
65, 19 Lions.
On first and 10, it's Swift.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Second and 9.
Drop 60, drop 60.
On the option, here's Griffin.
They'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Hurt.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
On the option to give to Swift here.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24.
Mustang 19. Go.
Play action. Now Griffin. Going deep for Hopkins. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
On the jump.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Vick's throw caught by his receiver, Hill.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Vick will look to throw on first down. Gets this one to Hill. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a first down. Here's Vick. They'll get this into the hands of Hill. Complete. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. Boswell's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
But they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. Returnable here for Hester. Now Hester will get a shot. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles, 79 Broncos.
A first down throw coming for Vick. That one complete to Hill. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down.
19, check, contact, check, contact. Go check, go check. Ready.
Off the play fake, Vick. Oh, he's got Hester complete. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Check, check.
At the 46-yard line.
Unlock line, unlock line.
Second down, another carry for Jackson. Now third down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Go, Reed, go.
On third down, this is Jackson. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down. Here's Brian Anger now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Yeah, this one's going toward the sideline. They'll try to play keep away from Beckham. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 52 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around, not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
Walker now on first and 10. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
One advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's second and 8. Walker with another carry. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the first down carry and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Colts first down as he's brought to the ground after a gain of 7, 5 more than he needed on 4th and 2. 4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
Ready.
From the gun, here's Swift. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now Griffin. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. Touchdown, Indianapolis. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Colts have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. And we may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast, where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that big-time drive right there? If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
First down, Vic. And going deep for Hill. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, man, late in the tight ball game, every play so critical. You feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
Well, a pass that's taken in by Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Vic to the air again. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another 1st down at the Colts 23. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Stephanie! 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Hurt.
They run on first down with Jackson. Brought down at the 20.
Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Second down, Vic. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. And just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game.
Eagles, 60 Eagles.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
Okay,
Line
ready?
of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal.
Check that, street.
Jackson is in. Touchdown, Dallas. Finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Boswell for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Panther 11, 19 tight, Go.
Griffin.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Reggie White in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen